It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Cards and the Silver and Black under the lights on Monday night.
Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Vegas. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
Room to run right away. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week. They love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Connor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage and you got a drag route. Give them a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the zone read, given to Connor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, Man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
And he will power his way into the end zone. James Conner, touchdown, Arizona. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Smith. Finding his tight end, Mayer.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Cardinals offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Conner. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. And we're back in Vegas after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw is Murray. That's caught left side by Ryman. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes
it is brought in the end zone. Michael Wilson, touchdown Cardinals.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Extra point now by Ryland. He's got it, and the Cardinals move out on top, 14-0. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. To return, Tyreek McAllister. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Gino. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
From the pistol, Smith. Off-balance throw It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Slot man in motion left. Gino now on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least got to come away with some points.
And he's in. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Raiders.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are on the board. It's now 14-7. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. To return is Greg Dortch. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Murray will throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Second and a yard. Now Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Conner. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Murray's going to throw again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Murray on 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid 1st half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Smith. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Smith. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Wow, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
From the shotgun, Smith. They get 24 on that one. First down, Vegas.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
First and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Third and 6. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The Raiders have their punt team out there. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. Going to work Connor in the middle here. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first hit.
On first down, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Connor. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll go again here to Connor. And he's going to be taken down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll run it here, and it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Second down, Murray. He pulls it in around the 5.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here's McAllister to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37. Here's Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Play action now. It's Geno. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try to run. He's got a first down inside the 45. Give him 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
I know it's fourth and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He gets this one to Tucker, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This one caught at the 4. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
It is third and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Dortch now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cards offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle, Connor. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. On the handoff, it's Connor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Connor. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. On the give. This is Connor. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On third down, Murray. Not the way downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Smith. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Back is Smith. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A second down throw for Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Smith now to throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to force overtime. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Vegas.